Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 66. Last time we discovered the undead dragon Ansur, who was resurrected out of sheer spite for being slain by the Emperor, aka Dream Visitor, aka Balduran. That was a revelation and a half. We've had the literal founder of Baldur's Gate in our pocket from the very beginning. Massive story beats in this game, I'll tell you that much. Been very, very impressive. We've defeated this dragon, and Will has become the blade of Avernus, letting his father know that he's not really comfortable with becoming the Grand Duke. It's just not for him. We let him make his own choice. And we're back at an older campsite, where we're probably going to check in with our companions and see how they feel about Will's new title. And then we get to head out to basically get Nortash's Netherstone, of course. We'll get Gortash's Netherstone, and it's almost over. I can't see how there's enough in the journal for like more than at least this episode and the next one at most. And then maybe we'll be able to do some other episodes, possibly exploring like some alternate choices or something like that if I go back through some earlier save files. But let's get to that point. Let's talk to our characters and then move out.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say?
Sounds heavenly. We'll get Howson to do his giant feast spell immediately.
Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties, just the once.
What are your plans as the Blade once the brain is defeated?
I scout both the hells and the coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Will takes a sharp breath. He's keeping something from you.
Oh. There's more to your plans than you're letting on, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I will be hunting Mizora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the hells and tear the horns right off her damned head.
Buddy, I mean, she's right around the corner. I don't know if she can hear this right now, but just quickly, just do it now. You have to go into Mizora's domain for that, don't you? Because then it'll be all well and proper. Alright, you hold on to her, I'll punch her in the gut, she'll retreat to her domain, we'll go and do this together. But interesting, you can say, let it go. There's actually a persuasion check. And are you sure you're ready? Once we deal with the brain, Mizora will take your powers. No longer a warlock, just a simple bard making his way through the Sword Coast. The problem is, I'm a little torn on this, because there is this element of letting it go, which I suppose makes sense, but then Mizora is going to play around with other people and probably stay around and just torment Will from a distance. She's not going to forget it. Probably for the rest of Will's life, she's still going to be that kind of annoying stalker. Are you sure you're ready? Once we deal with the brain, Mizora will take your powers.
Father trained me in the sword and the bow. They'll have to sustain me.
Mizora will probably roast him over an open fire. Let it go, Will. There are better ways to help the people of the Sword Coast. I don't want to see you consumed by vengeance. Especially if it means that she's gonna send you down to her circle of hell forever.
Part of me wants to argue, to insist that I'd be killing Mizora for the good of the coast, but I can't. Not when I know I'm killing her out of revenge. You're right. I won't target Mizora. But should she cross my path in Avernus, I'll cut her to ribbons before she can so much as groan Zariel's name.
Well, there you go.
The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I'd hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder.
Incredible. If anything, I'm glad that he's been able to resolve things with Will. That's so nice. Balduran is still with us, by the way. He's the mind flayer that protects our minds from the absolute. Pretty cool stuff.
Gods, can it be? The man who raised the city's walls became an Illithid.
You both know you owe your lives to me. I am not fallen. I am risen.
We must make this a secret we carry beyond the grave. No name is more sacred to the city than Balduran's. Not even mine. When people think his name or see his likeness, they must imagine a hero, not a horror.
How misguided you are.
The Emperor sucks.
Always at your side.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the hells.
And then it's Karlak's got an interesting thing with her engine, but she doesn't want to go back to Avernus. She's going to live out the rest of her days. So I'm like, honey, we can go back to Avernus if you want, and I'll become the Fists of Avernus. And we'll be a devil hunting trio. There's the sequel right there. The DLC that Larian Studios never did was Will, Karlak, and Maponome going to Avernus to kill Zariel and Mizora in the hells.
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it?
Will shall force all devil kind to tremble before him. The hells have much to fear.
Every single character's dialogue takes a while to pop back up, but Lae'zel's the longest.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
Do you feel that? The hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The Blade of Avernus. Forged by a cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
The choice is between the Blade of Avernus or a desk job. It's crazy.
Will intends to take the fight to the very hells themselves? I can think of no one more capable.
What do you have to say about this?
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be?
the Elder Brain is first on the list. Everything else will need to wait. Should probably say Gortash, because that is quite the first target to pick.
The terrible tyrant himself. Strike him down, Bug. Let freedom's bells ring. The brain won't be too far beyond. But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled. Offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
As expected, she just can't leave him alone. Alright. Now I will reform a party. We'll definitely have Karlach for Gortash. I kind of want to bring Jaheira and Minsk as well. Just for them to have another shot at being... I don't know if they know Gortash or have any history with him, because that kind of is different events. I might do Karlach, but I think having a magical spellcaster would be good, so I might actually do Karlach, Gale, and Will's already proven himself. I'll think on it. Okay, here's the party that we have. Karlach's gonna get her revenge on Gortash, and Gale and Minsk are coming along for the ride. Now, Minsk has a wonderful new weapon, Balduran's Giant Slayer with the Helm of Balduran. So, with this in mind, we're going to do a significant amount of damage. We also have a giant form, which is going to be super fun. Can do that for 10 turns, and considering that the damage is from the strength modifier, we're going to have Minsk enjoy this nice elixir of Cloud Giant Strength. Now, I think that's our last one, so I'm a bit tentative, because I don't know how confronting the Elder Brain is going to be either, in regards to combat or otherwise, or however that story will go, holding on to 3 Netherstones. But we're going to have Minsk potentially hold on to it. I haven't thought about a party beyond Gortash, so Minsk may not even be here. It could be quite poetic for it to be Lae'zel instead, for her to slay the Geik of all Geik and enjoy that victory, but we'll see. I'm going to have a Hill Giant Strength one though, because we've got quite a few of those around, so that'll put my strength up to an appropriate number. Everyone else is going to hold off the elixirs for now. I mean, we could make both Karlach and Minsk large without giant form and just deal an additional damage, but then I don't want to ruin Karlach's size in potential cutscenes with Gortash, so I'm a little bit conflicted there, so we'll just leave it at that. We're going to be heading upstairs, it seems. Hang on. Where are we going? Is the... I need to be going up. Where do I... Actually, where do I go? It says that it's above. These 2 passageways go to the same location?
Here we go.
I believe this passageway goes to the same location, so... I'm gonna have to figure out how I actually get to Gortash from here. Where's the second floor of this place? Do I have to maybe... Can I get to the second floor through the audience hall, maybe? Oh! Okay. Oh shit, they killed everyone in here. Oh wow. Okay. Wait, what am I looking at? Incineration caster. Who's that? The Iron Consul. Wow. Okay. What the hell? Alright, we're upstairs. Okay, that should go across to the office. Gotcha. So we were right to go up here. What the hell? What Amber's bodyguard? They slayed everyone here, even though they were so, like, chill and like, all hail Lord Gortash. They've all been killed. Wow. Alright, so there's a lot of the black gauntlets here. Incineration caster charging. At the end of its turn, it will deal 10 to 60 fire damage. Okay. It's vulnerable to bludgeoning, which is good for me. Where is the concussion grenade? Okay. So Karlak, your turn. You can throw this away from us. Oh, what the hell? Okay, throwing it had it explode in the midair and it still did damage to all of us. That sucks. Okay. Wonderful. I'm gonna, because it's bludgeoning damage, I'll punch this. I guess the range is that far. If we just leave the range, we should be fine.
Think you can take me on?
Wow, okay. 95% critical miss. Didn't do any damage to me, which was weird, that explosive.
Bye forever, pal.
Karlak just walks
Poor fucker.
Is that still... Oh, okay. Oh, grenade impellers. Okay, we also have grenade impellers. They're the ones dropping the thing. So it will explode when interacted with and at the end of its turn. Gotcha. Okay. So unstable ballistics makes sense. I now know how to read. So that's good. I'll rage about it. We'll get away from the explosion. Won't do anything too crazy for now. We'll have Gale get into his big boy spells later. Minsk is going to enjoy this strength modifier on this sword, so let's see. Okay, very good. 96 with advantage, and what if we just missed? Wouldn't that be cool? Very good. Okay, now let's see what they're capable of. They do like to do the command on the enemies, don't they? Oh, it's a good thing we don't have any Steel Watchers, because look how many Steel Watcher bodies are in this place. Too many. Aura of Terror. Damn. Let me go for... Okay. Dominate person on Minsk. Okay, which is a wisdom save. Level 5. So, what I've learned about the counterspells is I was under the impression that if you try and counterspell at a lower level, it fails, but what it actually does is it's just harder to roll, like, the dice against it. So, it is possible to use, like, a 3 or 4, but it has more of a chance to fail, I think. So, I'm a little bit hesitant to wasting a level 5 spell slot right now. I'm going to try it at level 4. It didn't work. Yeah, so now he's been dominated. Sadly. He failed counterspell. Did they just command each other? Like... I think they just commanded each other. This one commanded that one before, and then this one has commanded that one the other way. Fail. Gotcha. Alright. Now we're back. Am I just too far? I can get to this one. Here we go. Very good. We'll get rid of your ability to dominate my guy. Okay. About to explode, so we'll get away from that. Say goodbye to you. Yeah, we'll also get away from that. And then try and get away from these incineration thingies. I'm just able to get these. Because I'm focusing on casting things lower than level 5 so I can use Arcane Recovery. We do have Spell Slot Restoration. Just get them both with a lightning bolt. So let's try that. Nice. Get them both with a lightning bolt. Oh, I think I destroyed one of those things too. Cool.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
Nice. Now let's get the hit, shall we? Nice free opportunity attack. Bloody hell, you're gonna do goading to... What the fuck? No. Oh, no, Gale's doing things automatically again. It's always Gale. It's always Gale that they goad, and then he just acts on his own. So now Gale is going to just do some bullshit. So he just did Counterspell. And he's probably done Counterspell at like the 5th level or something. And then he's going to do a level 6 spell. He's going to do a level 6 spell.
Nothing important is ever.
He's going to do it. But I'm going to have to punch him in the head. We need to get rid of him. Hang on a sec. I am going to literally prevent Gale from doing that bullshit. I need this potion of sleep. Can I throw it and have the effects apply? Surely. It doesn't do the splash thing that a healing potion does. I don't know if I throw it at him, if the effect will go, or if I throw it there and the effect will occur in the radius. Wow, okay, so not only did it miss, but then he succeeded the saving throw against it. What are these rolls on the attacks today? What? How is this 3 critical misses? This is ridiculous. Okay. What is happening? Ew, please. Please don't use the level 6 spell. God. Why is this the only one that's like activated? Okay, there we go. Karlach might just be able to see this guy. Nope. This is just too far. Come on, Karlach. You're gonna make me have to waste. You wasted, aren't you? I'm gonna use my action to dash, because then all I have is my bonus action. Screw it. And rage through.
Go on.
Get knocked over. What is he gonna do? Oh, he didn't counterspell at level 5. He counterspelled at level 4. Okay. He chain lightning. He did level 6 on an enemy that had 7 fucking HP. It's ridiculous. Put in the command if target underneath certain health, or if target this type of target. Don't use the highest level spell possible. It's ridiculous. Alright, Minsk, just jump all the way over. It's fine. Just jump all the way over here. Shit's easy. Bloody hell. Use our chest to fly. And we'll fly. Minsk flies! Why am I autosaving in the middle of combat? Just in case it freezes again. It's overheating, alright. And then that thing's gonna blow up. And then it's Karlach's turn, baby. Maybe after this room I'll just take another long rest just to get Gale's spell slots back, to be quite honest with you. That's probably what we'll do. Okay. Awesome.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So that's this room. Wonder if the characters have anything good on them, or if they're all empty. I assume all empty. It seems all of these incinerators are now inactive. We now get to explore this place. Get to see what was previously not allowed. Lady Oberyn's bodyguard. Everyone's dead. No, not the spicy shrimp soup. With a little tiny door that goes into what is this, the fucking latrine? We got the toilet on the outside there. That's ridiculous. Oil barrel. Ah yes, you can see the drawbridge that has been blocked from up here. Okay. So, okay, we got doors in the back. We got our little throne at the back. I assume this is going to be where Gortash is. We're going to leave the place real quick. And then we're going to long rest so Gale can get his spell slots back. And we'll actually take on Gortash proper. Okay. The save is done. We have done a rest.
Open up.
Interesting. I'm not allowed to sit on the throne. It automatically kicks me off. no, there we go. Okay. Oh. As soon as I look around, it throws me off. There we go. We're ready now to, I guess, look at the back of this place. Oh, actually, it might be that instead. Hold on. What's back here? There's a doorway up. Where does this go? There's a ladder up here. Destroyed statue. What's behind this? What's in here? Let's have a look. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Oh. Step on that. Oh, hang on. There's roots. Whoa. Oh, what the hell? We can go all the way down there to a boat. Okay. What's back this way? Do I want to do that? The temptation is very thrilling. What is down this way? Why does this feel like this is like Gortash's little escape route? Wow. Okay, so we can get all the way down here. And there's more down here too. Oh, I know you can do it. I believe in you. Let's go check out this bloodstain. Lady Frida Oberon. What are you doing all the way down here? I wonder if we can, I didn't even think about this, we might be able to use Speak with the Dead on all of those patrons in the throne room. Let's see, let's try it here.
The corpse does not...
Damn, okay. And then I guess now we'll see if the corpses in the audience chamber, any of them can be spoken to.
On my way.
Oh, we can explore all around the place here. Hold 2 gold. Another boat up here with a chest. I even get there we go. I'm trying to get the camera to come down here. He died trying to run to their boat.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Thank you, Gale. A trapped chest.
A couple turns should do.
Just so you don't forget. Pretty sure that between the guards, the arrows, and the jugged thunderbolt, you'll never survive to read this note, but just in case, I want to make sure you know what you did to deserve all this. Remember that shiv you stuck in my leg when you turned me in? That's why. Enjoy your escape while you can, arsewipe. I'll be coming to haunt you in your sleep. Damn. Okay. With a couple of goods and services there, and a boat that would never get you out. Wow.
Don't mind if I do.
Like, you'll probably never get this, but just in case. Screw you, mate. We have a pipe down here. Oh, wait. Is this gonna...
That's curious.
I wonder if this is the pipe that goes into the, like, that little pipe that we saw that goes into the wormway.
That's curious.
Mouse hole to the Wyrm's rock cells. Wow. So if you don't figure out the other entrance, you can come all the way here to this mouse hole, and then you can find it. And maybe if you at least get one person through, they can go up to the door from the other side and then open it. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. There you go. So we've gone all that way. I'm going to teleport to Wyrm's Rock. I'm not going to walk all the way back up. Now let's see. A lot of the bodies that we've killed have all turned into pouches, as they do after a long rest.
Better not be cursed.
Some of these dead noble bodies, maybe, is any of them glowing green? I suppose that would be way too much dialogue and questions, but it would be nice if there was at least like one person in here that you could do Speak with the Dead on, and they'd be able to kind of tell you the events leading up to this massacre, but unfortunately not. Alright, let's head up this passageway then. Okay, the fact that we managed to run past those as in the way that we did. Okay, why didn't it go off? Why didn't it go off? Okay. Let's slow it down then, slow your roll. God, and I suppose this would have been another Steel Watcher fight.
Step soft.
That's a good idea, actually.
One eye open, evil.
What do we want this time? Let's have a bear. We haven't had a bear before.
Let's move.
Let's just have Scratch for no reason. Scratch will just be here and be like, why did you bring me to an active war zone? And there we go. Just to have animals. Love that Minsk's animals always have like armor.
Keep going.
Alright, now none of you lot activate any bombs, alright? Any traps of any kind. A lot of supplies up here though. Carlat, pick these up. We'll throw these at Gortash.
I've got
Sure he won't mind.
On my way.
We left him here, after all. Oh, we've all failed, so that's fun. There we go. We all saved against the stun. Scratch's sniff. He's pointing. Okay, there's gonna be more of those. I'm like, is it worth it for us to go all the way down here? Doesn't even look like there's anything. Then I'm like, why would they let me go all the way down here? Ah, there's an alternate way up here around the back. That's why. Cool.
Come on, open up.
Just use the side door. Considering how many traps there are, this might be for the best. Receipt for painting. Recent receipt, fee paid for a full-length portrait of the god Bane with a side note in Gortash's precise handwriting. Now he is doubly immortal. Okay, bro. Alright, we have some names here. Baron Alec Bormar.
First of the Bormal patriarch family to start his own venture, Alec is the unscrupulous bastard who made their fortune in mines and vineyards. Founder of the Flaming Fist. Later history is kinder to him than accounts from his time, which portray him as a cruel and hard-handed mercenary commander. Dame Mafrey, the orphan's friend, founded several orphanages in the outer city, as the lower city was no place for children, and the upper city declined to sponsor an orphanage. Baldur's Gate ship captain Morgan Redlocks wed a man thrice her age. After the wedding, the groom suffered a heart attack. Redlocks converted his merchant ships into a pirate fleet.
Convenient.
Carrick started from nothing, built a financial empire, and founded the counting house. He refused to mingle with the other patriarchs, saying they didn't want me when I was an urchin, and now they can't have me.
Bro's got his boots on. Look at that crossbow. He's ready for war. Look at that icon. He's like, look at my bling. Oh, man. Well, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
This is a bust of the god Bane as he first appeared to Gortash in dreams, and was then described to a Rivington sculptor.
So he appeared with the exact same appearance as Grand Duke Elton? Valakan's failed coup. This is a popular history account of Grand Duke Valakan's attempt to usurp the power of Baldur's Gate Council of Four, in which he staged a failed coup backed by a cult of lycanthropes called Band of the Red Moon. There are several notes in the margins in Gortash's precise handwriting, with the following scrawled in the end paper. 2 lessons. First, assassination alone isn't enough, and second, Duke Dillard Porter lived through this, so don't underestimate him. Meanwhile, he was just dead in the council chamber. Populism and propaganda. A report to Lord Gortash from the Black Hand of Loyalty. 24 key populist slogans were tested with a cross-section of Baldurians. The following slogans scored highest at translating into support for the transfer of authority. Secure homes and streets for citizens. Baldurians responded positively to security for themselves, especially if it could be paid for by levies on non-citizens. Housing and prosperity for those who deserve it. There was strong agreement with the proposition that those who work hard have had the right to live well. Who we are is what we are. Strangers out. A plurality was strongly vocal about the need to reject and eject non-Baldurians. Citizens before patriarchs. Fair is fair. The nobility is broadly unpopular, and there is general agreement that inherited wealth should be widely distributed. Articles and editorials propounding these concepts will be conveyed to Edvard Needle for placement in the mouth. There you go. A little bit of manipulation with the citizenry there. Political influence plan. Parliamentary action plan. Current 10-day. Concentrate efforts on the following patriarchs as noted below. Duke Dillard Porter. Though Dillard sits on the ducal council, he would make a poor puppet, as his wits are failing and his will is weak. He is, however, a coward, so direct threats should suffice to persuade him to resign his council seat in favour of his niece Liara Porter. Once tadpoled, Blaze Liara will be a powerful addition to our roster of patriarchs. Lord Raylan Janeth. The Janeth family's mining interests make Lord Raylan a primary target of Banite capture. Raylan is foolishly proud and has been conducting an affair with a rent goblin in Little Calamshan, which makes him vulnerable to blackmail, as he will do almost anything to avoid exposure. Instruct Etvad to publish an article with hints about the affair that will be meaningful to Raylan, and then leave a much more detailed anonymous note in his upper city bedroom. This should make him pliable. Lady Ruth Lineker. Our sources indicate the Linekers have received windfall payments from their Tetherian gem mines, cash that we could use better than they will. Abduct the granddaughter, Frieza, and hold her in the upper city safe house until her grandmother meets our ransom demands. See to this immediately. There you go. Alright, now, shall we have a meeting with the man? Is he just... Oh. Well, he's not here on his own, is he? But yeah, we got a black gauntlet here. I love how they're just conveniently hidden around the corner there. It's giving us the appearance that from here, it's just him. It's great. Alright, well, I've got a dog and a brain, so what are you going to do about it, pal?
This was your doing, wasn't it, Karlach? The destruction of my steel watch. Such a petty vengeance.
Those things were evil. Just like their papa. To think I ever worked for you. Proudly, too.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells.
You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
We ought to respect our alliance with Gortash? What are you talking about? We broke it when we went into the Iron Throne. Never mind that, Gortash. We've heard all we need from the likes of you.
You ought to reconsider. Divided, the Elder Brain will create an Illithid army, yourself included in its ranks. Together, we can tame it. I'm sorry you feel wronged by how things ended between us all those years ago. But now we must look to the future.
You make it sound like we were lovers. Or friends. But that wasn't it. I trusted you. I respected you. It was my job to protect you. And that's what I did. I was so young. I didn't recognize evil when I saw it. When you turned on me, I was too dumbstruck to realize what was happening. No way he'd hurt me, I thought. He betrayed me for reasons I still don't quite understand. But I suppose evil has no real cause. It just is. Until it isn't.
You utter brat. You're going to burn this place down.
Good.
Say goodbye, Gortash. I love how this picture.
No, you have to stop her. Do it now.
Oh no. No way. Oh, he's got a barrier. Whoa. Okay. What the hell? Reflecto Guard? What the fuck is that? What is Reflecto Guard? Oh, Karlach, let's go. Okay. What the hell was that, dude? Let's see. So, Shell of Resistance, immunity to thunder damage, resistance to physical and elemental for 1 turn, and an extra bonus action and extra movement speed. Okay, he is alert, he has authority. Crossbow expert, point blank. Saving throws against being charmed or frightened, can't be frightened. Additional damage, +1 bonus to spell save, advantage. +1 bonus. Permanently armed. Okay. There you go. And these guys now have Reflector Guard, which means any projectile was sent back to where it came from. Gotcha. Well then, no projectiles. Unless we want to throw a smoke powder barrel. Alright. That's an unfortunate blinding of Gale and the bear. I was like, you have to stop her now. I'm like, it's too late for that, mate. It's over for you. Alright, we should be raging. But yeah, and we've got stuff in this room as well. We have these incinerations. It's a good thing we're all inside. So this guy could be targeted. Oh, God. Deranged Force Curtain. What is that? Making Gortash... Oh, hang on. A malfunctioning Force Curtain is making Gortash vulnerable to elemental damage. Hang on. Why is that malfunctioning? And there's one that is working. Disadvantage technology grants Gortash immunity to thunder, resistance, physical, and elemental damage. Oh, so if we destroy this... Okay, hang on. This is weak to bludgeoning and thunder. Lightning, sorry.
Go for the eyes, Boo!
Okay, Minsk is gonna go here.
Who is not? So die in silence, evil!
And we can use lightning arrow, but we shouldn't need to because it's only got 8. I'll just use a little lightning arrow. Oh, I've done that thing that I do. Oh, nice. I've done that thing that I do, and I've left the arrow bag back at camp. We brought the pouches and the, brought the pouches, but that's it. Okay, so that's busted. We should leave this working, I think. So we have to wait for now. So we can't do projectiles, sadly. I can pick up Gortash and use him as a melee weapon, which Karlach loves, and I think we'll just... It doesn't count as a projectile, it counts as a melee weapon, so I'm gonna throw and whoop. Oh, he actually was deflected. That is hilarious. How funny is that? It does count as a throw, so he does get reflected back. It's so funny. I threw it at this thing, not at him. That must not have worked as intended. Oops. Oh man, well... Karlach's gonna get burned.
The only way out is through.
Okay, but he's on the ground, and that's the important part. So I'm gonna go here. Wow, both of you are gonna save against it? Alright. Critical hit and critical miss. There's something really crazy going on in regards to the critical misses. Oh no. You dropped that on me right as I can't move. Alright, well I'm getting blown up by that. Sucks. I can't attack that. Oh, nice.
Nice roll in my favor.
Okay, Gale's gonna do a big ass blow here. Now, in terms of ranged, if it just explodes in the vicinity, what's gonna happen? This counts as ranged, so this will be returned, so we don't want to do that. Like, if I just do shatter... I don't want to hit that, because then that'll blow up. I just realized because I'm blind, it's gonna... Right. I have to be, like, super close. Fucking hell. Nice. I killed him. Oh, it's immune to thunder, so... That's right. We're all getting blown up by explosives and fire this turn. Odd. Just eliminated us with that explosion. There was another guy there. Okay, I'm going to counter at level 5. So stop that. I'll actually do the counter. Ursa can kind of just chill because we can't really do much at the moment. Do a bonus action actually. Honeyed paws, disarm your target. I still can't get Still can't get to where I want. We'll try and attack Gortash. Can I attack this? Oh! Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't have just bothered with that. Here's me thinking if I destroy it, it won't explode on us, and it does that anyway. Okay. That was annoying. He slipped.
You chose to die.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, nice. Invoke the Black Hand. What is he doing? Oh, oh, what is he doing? What the fuck? Whoa. Manifestation of tyranny. What the hell? All servants of Bane around this character gain additional strength. What the fuck? Okay. He gets big. Chain of Tyranny has half movement speed, and when it breaks, it'll take force damage. Are you kidding me? How do I get it to... Okay, malfunctioning shell of resistance, making the character vulnerable to elemental damage for 1 turn. Oh, he has like Steel Watcher shit. Incredible. Bane has come to Gortash's aid. He has 150 temporary hit points, and now has fearsome new powers. If I get rid of that health, will that free them from their chains? I should have had Elixir of the Colossus before this, because then I could have made myself real big now. Hello, mate. It's a shame I can't throw you anymore. I'll tell you that much. Pick up the Steel Watcher and throw it. Interesting. Oh, that didn't leave my inventory. Alright, hold on. Concentration saving throw, and now I'm going to move away.
Wait, no.
There was another one. Okay, Gale's also going to move away. So there's another one of these in different rooms, which is annoying, isn't it? And oh my lord. Well, at least that's gonna get that thing as well. Let me move over here then. Bloody hell. And now, I'm sorry, this bear is not going to make it, sadly. I'm going to cast Fireball at level 6. He now has... Oh, hang on. He's got immunity to fire. Wait a sec. Do not cast Fireball at level 6. I need to do Chain Lightning, but that's not going to make these... Oh, the Smoke Powder Barrel was going to be great. It does force damage, and he has force immunity as well. If only I knew how to read, bro. I just put down those Smoke Powder Barrels. It was going to be so fun. I should have put those barrels elsewhere. Oh, man. Right, if that's the case... This guy sucks. I'll do Chain Lightning at level 6. Concentration broken. No more chain of tyranny.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Yeah. Wow. Turns out he was a bit of a joke after all. Let me pick these up because he's immune to force and fire damage. I'll remove that explosive from me. Take that, you stupid. And then, I don't know what's going on with all of these. Because I assume he'll get up and try and walk to them.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
I'll just attack this guy, I reckon. He couldn't bear to see Karlak at her increased size. Nice. Okay. And I have to try and do some healing. Oh, really? That's my other level 5 spell slot. And the bear. Ah. He's saved. That's so disappointing. We'll probably still attack him anyway because he's closer. They were.
Baldur's Gate will be reborn!
Okay, so now he just has immunity to thunder and fire. Favorite thing is now we're kind of like the same size, which is great.
The hammer's gonna fall.
How do you like that, stupid? How's this guy still alive? One more for good luck. He fell over on that one. Very good.
What? I punch!
Where was the person? Oh, that was the okay. I don't know if there's any point in going for these outside of our big boy Gortash, honestly. How is that not enough movement? I feel like the game is lying to me. Game can be really annoying sometimes in its pathing.
That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
It's crazy. I'm right here.
Blood comes easy these days. No time for mercy.
me get away from this. Karlach might be able to... No, Karlach's not getting out of this explosion. Karlach is taking that fire. Even if I blow it up. That fire immunity. It's ruining my life. Cone of Cold. I only have it at level 6 now. Go for Lightning Bolt so I can get both of those two. Nice. He's gone. It's bear time. The bear is doing stuff. Move the bear away. The bear helped. Now they're going to continue to whir. That blew up and it killed one of those, so there you go. Oh, that got lit on fire.
Fetid rat! You will not take this city!
Where is he going? He's going to go right to Karlach. Oh. Wow. Tyrant's bindings. Oh, that's what just happened before. It's that concentration, isn't it? So we just have to break his concentration, otherwise we're all taking 8 to 64 force damage. Honestly, mate? Shut the fuck up, Gortash. You stupid. Karlach gets to do the honors at this point. With her 14 strength. I love that she's increased her size for this too. Karlach should be able to get the win here. And get an appropriate final blow. Alright, here we go. Go Karlach, go! Yes, okay, off he goes. Alright, I won't interact with his corpse. She gets the final blow. No, no cutscene, but he can be spoken with through Speak with Dead.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
Okay, who's left?
To arms! No, wait. To swords!
Bane making him a really big steel watcher is kind of crazy, but he really thought that he could deal with us. There you go. Alright, you're nice and big.
Private word would be nice.
It's finished. It's done. I need to see him up close. I need to know he's dead.
Something good here, I hope.
Oh, nice. There's a cutscene.
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
I love that. You can sense she's working something out. Say nothing.
I feel like there should be a sunset for me to ride off into. Or an orchestral swell, or something. But there's nothing, is there? I killed the bastard who ruined my life, and my prize is that I get to crawl into a corner and die. Am I fucking missing something?
Oh, I love Karlach.
I can't do it anymore. 10 years, man! It's enough! It's enough. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
Karlach, it doesn't need to be this way. You can still return to Avernus.
I don't want to go back to hell. I shouldn't have to. I want to live. I want to live here, in my home, with my own heart. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil. It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
There's almost like no appropriate things that you can say or do in a scenario like this, because this is such a relief of so much built up anger and rage and sadness and all of those complicated feelings that it's just a venting of it. It's not like she's not looking for a solution or like blah blah blah. Like saying the Avernus thing was also wrong, but it's just like I understand that this is a point of such catharsis for her at the end of her story, that she's just faced with what the fuck was it all for? He's just a stupid guy at the end of it, and he's responsible for all of my 10 years of suffering, and now I have nothing at the end of it. Because it's that feeling of like getting that vengeance upon someone that's wronged you, and then you don't feel better after, you just feel more empty. And everything that you've been sort of keeping inside of you in order to achieve your goal is unleashed. I would do anything to change it, but I just can't.
You could try. You got a wish spell in that pack of yours. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I love that she'll crack a joke while in this moment, because it's very Karlach. I don't know, but whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together.
Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you.
And she actually does leave the party to go back to camp. I love her so much, dude. We're gonna speak with Dead, but, well, I mean, we can't, because Karlach was the speak with Dead lady. I'll have to get Astarion to do it. Oh, we killed Gortash, we should take his Netherstone. And we did as much as we could for Karlach's heart and helped her get revenge on Gortash. All she wants now is to see the city saved. So our fiery friend, complete. My precious tiefling. Let me get Astarion.
I've seen everything.
Karlach will be sitting here. We'll come back for that in a sec.
I'm still thinking about Karlach. About what she said. God. There really is no justice in the world. Lead on.
See what everyone else has to say too.
Garlac needs time, space. But more than this, I think, she needs to know she is not alone.
Help me convince her to return to Avernus. Wow. That way that she'll live, but I think that... I want her to go alone. What Karlach needs is for her friends to help her find a cure.
And answers, justice. 10 years of her life back. All manner of things we cannot give her. She's already lost her heart. She deserves better than to have her friends heap happy lies upon her.
I don't know what else to do, Jaheira.
Then there's two of us.
The agony of knowing the end is near. I spent years swatting away my fears and doubts of my infernal fate, and I eventually made my peace. I had to. You will too, Karlach. I know it. Until then, I'm here every step of the way.
Karlach's over there, buddy. You can go tell her yourself.
Karlach's fate may be written, but her story isn't ended. The histories of the greatest Githyanki warriors are recorded in slate. They are unerasable. She must make every battle her bloodiest yet. She must make herself unerasable too.
Poor Karlach. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner. Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
No sense dawdling. Karlach has precious little time left to her. We'd do better than to waste it.
Karlach has had her mortality defined to her in most cruel terms. I do not know if we can help her, but perhaps we can at least be there for her.
What's in
A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and a haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better then.
Hey, soldier. You're back.
Still soldier after everything we've been through, huh?
Old habits. Did I miss anything while I was off having a sulk?
Not really, but I missed you.
I missed you too. You know, I wouldn't have bothered falling in love with you if I'd known saying goodbye would be so hard.
Who's saying goodbye? I'm here.
You certainly are. I'm trying to stay here, now, alive while I can. But it's like my mind is whittled down to the black hole that should have been our future.
I'll think of you when I burn my hand on a hot stove. But I think about it too.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I don't want you to be sad. I mean, I do, but not too sad.
Karlach, would you ever consider going back to Avernus? Just for a while. just to buy yourself more time. I'll go with you.
No. I can't. I'd rather die here in Faerun, my home, than live in service to a devil.
You wouldn't have to be forever. Just long enough for us to figure out a way to fix your engine.
I've considered it. Believe me, I have. But it would take Zariel all of a minute to suss me out and force me back into the Blood War. I can't do it anymore. I'd wish for death every day. Let me go out surrounded by things I love, not things I hate.
Oh, I love that line.
Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Of course, my love. Of course.
Thank you. Now, enough tragedy. I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm going to run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, darling. I love you. A lot.
She, constantly brings me to the verge of tears whenever she gets in this state. And she's so wonderful in all that she is, and I hate it because it's like, why do you have to die? This, her life just being like this doomed flame to eventually go out. Oh. I just love her attitude and how everything is approached. And there's this doom and gloom and sadness, but there's the way that she can deflect certain things with humor is very, very relatable. And she's just the best. I'm going to continue bringing Karlak along.
It sounds...
So we can have Karlak do Speak with the Dead on Gortash.
Hey, you.
She's had her sulk, as she put it. Now we have our body right here.
Wanna dance?
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
Just feels right for Karlak to be the one to do this.
You seek Gortash. His soul is already suffering at my hands. That is the fate of all those who fail me.
Let him suffer then. Isn't that the fate he deserves?
Yes, because it is the fate you've given him. A dead archduke is of no use to me. A living explorer, a mighty barbarian, for example, is a different matter. One question asked. 4 still remain.
Damn. If you're not Gortash, then who are you?
I am Bane, the Black Lord. I am the ultimate tyrant. I am fear. I am hate. And you are the dagger that bled Merkel's favored. You are the thorns that prick at my sides. Yet you are proof that still I will rise, and Baal and Merkel will yield.
You said I am proof you will rise. What did you mean?
You live for power. You have proven it with every fallen foe, every chest opened, every skill claimed. As long as mortals and immortals vie for sharper blades and louder voices, I am strengthened. So it is for Baal and Merkel, and so it is for you. You Make me eternal.
What a voice on this guy, too. Why did you ally with Merkel and Baal?
Why do red dragons ally with the Githyanki? Why did the broken god befriend Tyr? Ah, but you already know the answer. By making one ally, you deny them to another. And by turning mortals illicit, you deny their souls to their keepers. You do not stoke fear by reaping your own fields, but by burning your foes.
I am no agent of yours. I seek power for proper ends, not for its own sake.
The corpse says nothing more. You did not ask a question.
Well, I don't want to earn the blessing. So I will leave. Because we're not even speaking with Gortash. I don't want to say anything.
Shouldn't have wished.
I do not wish for his blessing. His Netherstone studded gauntlet. Enervating suffusion. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1-4 force damage. And you gain a +1 bonus to spell save, and you get command. A tyrant's grip must be one of cool, unforgiving, and intricately realized steel. It cannot budge, cannot falter, no matter the pressure. And its fingertips must deeply pierce those who would struggle against it. So the Netherstone in the gauntlet. Crazy. The tyrannical jackboots, a +1 bonus to charisma checks and saving throws. The fabricated arbalest. A perfect system must be ruled with a keen eye, and any error foolish enough to rear its head afore the eye must be quickly, precisely, and totally eliminated. This crossbow can help with that. Phase Optimizer grants nearby Steelwatchers an additional action, so the Steelwatchers were going to be even more difficult to deal with if we hadn't fought them, destroyed them. A note from Helsik. Lord G, yes, if necessary, I could get you back into the House of Hope, for the right price, of course, though I doubt they'd be happy to see you again. You didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. However, you know your business better than I, or anyone else. 65 gold, and we actually get his outfit, the Cloth of Authority. Cannot be frightened or afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions. An advantage on intimidation and insight. One can hardly be called a lord if they aren't dressed as such. A cursory glance at Gortash's finery would reveal intricate garb. A closer look would reveal a maddening attention to even the most minute details of the filigree, which is very true. I like that. Like that you get the clothes of the three chosen. Well, we're definitely not going to need the phase optimizer. I'll say that much. It's funny that he just has a dagger. You know, he has his nice little crossbow, his arbalest, but then he's just got a normal dagger. There it is. Give me that. And now we have all three.
Netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
As I expected, the docks under the city must lead to a morphing pool. That's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain.
Why would they put it there?
To conceal it, one would imagine. And to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground.
Do you think we're ready to face the Elder Brain?
With the stones in hand and the Chosen dead, we stand as good a chance as we ever will. As to how good a chance that is, I cannot say. But I have hope.
I'm not ready.
You are right to be cautious. A fight with the most powerful being in all the realms is not to be entered into ill-prepared. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. We will end this one way or another, in death, thraldom, or freedom. Finish your business here before you proceed. The Brain will be waiting for us.
Oh my god. Hey, let me in, quick. Quick, go in. Follow him in there. Oh, you had your chance. That was your chance to get in there, you fool. How are we gonna free Orpheus, bro? How are we gonna do it? With all 3 Netherstones in our possession, it's time to go to the Morphic Pool and face the Elder Brain. We should head to the sewers. That's done. So it's... When's the opportunity? Let me in!
Soldier? I was hoping you'd say that.
Give me a kiss, love, in your giant form. You have to get on your knees even lower than normal. There we go. After this, that was desperately needed. Let's kiss over Gortash's fresh corpse. Now that's romance. Head nuzzle and all. So good.
Thank you.
And now I have a hat on. Okay.
Do not be sad, Boo. Karlach vanquished a villain today. As for the rest of it, well, we will find a way to save her. Will we not?
Sure we will.
You see, Boo? You quiver in vain. In the meantime, perhaps we can find a way to bring Lord Gortash back. Perhaps it would lift Karlach's spirits to kill him a second time.
Resurrection scrolls on an NPC would be crazy just to kill him again.
How can I help?
So Mint's got 2 separate dialogue things about
No traps, please.
Karlach and Gortash. Crazy. Alright, next steps. Let's have a read on his plans. Gortash Private Memoir Notes number 17, Pacifying the City. From the standpoint of control of the masses, the Elder Brain's rate of tadpole viviparity is disappointing. There will never be enough lava to tadpole all the citizens of Baldur's Gate, or even the majority. The alternative approach to pacifying the city is 2-pronged. First, we take control of the municipal executive functions from the top down by leveraging fear of the absolute to get me appointed Baldur's Gates. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Baldur's Gates Archduke. Second, we deploy a program of selective tadpoling of key individuals as lava becomes available until all the city's power centers are effectively under my control. Assuming the success of this scheme, we should be able to spare a nursery or 2 of tadpoles to begin the same process in Arm. I must interview my southern agents to determine who will be best to execute this plan. We have a Knights of the Shield report. Attempts to displace the Knights of the Shield from their smuggling and contraband networks have been more difficult than anticipated, and we face a shortfall in reaching our target quota and wrestling key clients from the Knights. Our assumption that we could pry business away from the Knights by simply offering their clients a better percentage has proven naive, with fencers and customs runners routinely choosing loyalty to the Knights over profit. Negotiations with prospective clients have proven so difficult that we now believe the Knights exert some sort of influence over their partners beyond the profit motive. The indications are that this influence is psychic rather than magical, but further investigation is required. Yes, imagine if you found out eventually that it was an emperor that was the reason for that, wasn't it? The Stelmane connection. As previously reported, the position of the Knights of the Shield as the leading smuggling syndicate in Baldur's Gate is strong, and anonymously so. Generous bribery of key operatives has elicited the information that the Knights are working hand in glove with a member of the Council of Four, Duke Bellin Stelmane. Though Stelmane shows evidence of increasing debility due to some sort of wasting disease, her influence over transfer of contraband in the Gate has only grown as her physical abilities have declined. Solving this enigma should give us the key to bringing down the Knights. Investigations continue. Baldur's Gate, Temple of Baal. A report for Lord Gortash by Scribe Yanthus. Your humble servant must report a failure in his assigned task of determining the location of the Baal Temple. Its location is known in a general sense. It's in the haunted, tumble-down subterranean complex, usually called the Undercity Ruins. But though these ruins are said to be accessible from Baldur's Gate's sprawling sewer system, accounts differ on the location of the access point. Even if one could find a way into the ruins, they are extensive, and the temple's location within them is no longer certain. The temple was last active during the time of the Baalist leader Saravok over a century ago, and is said to have fallen into disuse after his passing. I shall report to the disciplinarian to expiate my failure. Damn. And the schematic compendium. This portfolio notebook is stuffed with page after page of diagrams and schematics recognizable as Gondian designs for magically enhanced mechanisms, but amended and expanded by notes in Gortash's precise handwriting, with emendations such as infernal hellfire power sources, elithid synapse cable wiring, and even Githyanki image projection hexnology. Particularly striking is a diagram of a giant Stillwatcher variant with a note in Gortash's hand reading, "Weight insupportable, cut the mass." And studies of the Elder Brands. An Illithid Elder Brain is many things. Absolute ruler of its Mind Flayer colony, fount of procreation through its production of Illithid lava, the so-called tadpoles, but most of all, an Elder Brain is supremely powerful organic calculator, a mental machine able to process a vast number of simultaneous thought processes. It is always 100 moves ahead, and cannot be surprised except by a sudden confluence of unexpected variables. Mortal genius and innovation are no match for its sheer computational power. Below this, a note is appended in Gortash's precise handwriting. No weakness but the unexpected. It seems I shall need unexpected allies.
Never wanted the easy part.
The Journal of Enver Gortash. There's going to be a bunch for us to read in this room, dude. So much of his information. I knew that it would be risky to give one of the Netherstones to that loose catapult Orin, but when I look in her eyes, I feel something, though I'm not sure what to call it. And after all, what's the point of a grand alliance of the Dead Three without old Baal? I thought I could depend on that aged stump Ketheric. However, it never even occurred to me he could be brought down by a random collection of shabby adventurers. Obviously, possession of the weapon was the key element, but do the vagabonds possess the weapon, or does the weapon possess them? It's just as the great sages say, a plan will take you only so far, and then you have to fall back on principles. And inasmuch as control is the guiding principle of the committed Bainite, it's axiomatic that I must be in control of all 3 Netherstones. The solution is obvious. Pit the vagabonds against the loose catapult, and once they bring me the other 2 Netherstones, we'll find suitable positions for them in the new order to follow. Not the Illithid's grand design, of course, but the golden reign of Gortash. Yes, that has a nice ring to it. Then we shall deal with our naughty absolute brain and its growing propensity to throw petulant psionic tantrums. It's no accident that I chose to place it in a domed cavern beneath the upper city. The location is perfectly formed to concentrate the psychic force of the Netherstones, concentrate it to such a degree that not even our Netherese enhanced brain will be able to resist my commands. Once I control all 3 Netherstones, naturally, and the sooner the better. Wow. Well, there you go. Verdolite Ring. The ultimate state. What is progress? Progress is the movement of society and culture towards a state of collective unity. Without unity, mortals, each with their own individual agenda, blunder against each other, causing friction, conflict, war. Unity, peace, and prosperity is achieved when the collective follows a single agenda, that of one superior person. Runaway egocentrism, that urge often miscalled free will, is the one true enemy of unity. Free will must be eliminated. Control of the brain is the key. The Netherese tadpole is the perfect tool. Tadpoled, the brain is freed of egocentrism to follow the agenda of unity. The tadpoled brain is a happy brain. There is no conflict, except against the enemies of unity. And the brain is all you need. Once freed from its agendas of free will, it can also be freed of the frailties of the mortal form. The brain can live forever in a steel body, or even better, control that body from afar. This is progress. This is the ultimate state. He loves to talk about his plans, doesn't he? Memoir notes. Memoirs by Gortash. Outline for Chapter 4. I re-established worship of Bane in Baldur's Gate as a hidden cult. I realize the secret worship of Baal is also on the resurgence, and acquaint myself with the local leader, an actual Baal spawn. The Balspawn and I work together on a heist from the House of Wonders, and discovering common goals forge an alliance. In dreams, the Balspawn and I are visited by Baal and Bane, who name us their chosen, command us to seek out and ally with Ketheric Thorm, the chosen of Merkel. Visiting Ketheric at moonrise, I learn of the Mind Flayer colony in the Underdark below and conceive a plan to conquer its elder brain using the crown of Karsus. The Balspawn and I employ a Diabolist's service to gain access to Mephistar and steal the crown. We three chosen use the crown to enslave the colony's elder brain, but during that raid, the Balspawn is betrayed by the Baalist's second in command, Orin the Red, who usurps the Balspawn's power and declares herself Baal's new chosen. Interesting. So that was the Balspawn in Orin's bedroom that was like dead on the floor, who's the only white dragonborn that we see, who is also the Dark Urge dragonborn in terms of the appearance. It seems that there's probably connection there, which is really interesting because people have kind of stated Dark Urge is like a huge way to play, not like the first way to play, but like a very good way to play. So I assume that Balspawn is probably connected to that. So that Balspawn was slain by Orin the Red, who usurps the Balspawn's power and declares herself the chosen. Oh, it might be why we have the Dark Urge, if that is connected. It's got the brain ticking, and that makes me want to play it so quickly, but I want to go Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and then do Dark Urge, so we'll see. Following my master plan, the new trio brainstorms our grand hoax of the Absolute. Where to put in the Astral Prism and the adventurers who took it after its theft from Vlaakith, and when to admit considering taking them as my new allies. It's very interesting to get the full story and history there with all of the notes, right? And his own thoughts about it. That's really cool. What abides below? Plamondon tells us that the Grey Harbour was a small coastal village before Balduran returned with his sea treasure and founded a great city here. But the vast subterranean ruins hidden beneath our modern city sewer system tell a very different story. There was a city on the bight of the lower Kionthar ages before Balduran built his sea tower, a metropolis of grand boulevards and granite towers open to the sky before the unknown cataclysm that split them to their foundations and then swallowed them into the bedrock. Who are these forgotten people who lived in the age before Balduran? Perhaps more importantly, who or what still lives in the ruins of that tumble-down port town below? What things, creatures, or creations lurk deep beneath our streets, and do they have designs on what we like to think of as our world on the surface above? And the Astral Prism Heist, Memoir Notes number 16. After that dream I had about the Githyanki threat to our accelerated grand design, my research led me to pore through the old archives left behind in Moonrise Towers by the High Heralds. These records included some surprising early sources, both Githyanki and Githzerai, that mentioned a relic or artifact called the Astral Prism, or Prism. Though the source of its power was unstated, this artifact was reputed to be able to project a field that disrupted Illithid psionics. Such an artifact would clearly be an existential threat to both our absolute ambitions of the grand design. All three of the ancient sources agreed that the Astral Prism was in the hands of the Githyanki Lich Queen Vlaakith. Thus was born the plan to send a tadpole strike team in a regrown Nautiloid piloted by the Emperor to steal the Astral Prism from Vlaakith. So how crazy is that, thinking about this? Like, the way that all of this went together to get this Astral Prism, Shadowheart's the one that ends up with it. But the Emperor sends us on our merry way. And then lied to us all this time. An Archduke's Leadership Protection, Secret Society's Sword Coast. I think a lot of these are ones that have already been read. So I don't think those are unique. I think that might have been his most important stuff. And he has his ornamental piano, of course. That's important. He has a little single bed in the corner. He just has a little single bed in the corner. Oh! The Helldusk boots are real! You cannot be forcibly moved by a foe's spells or actions, and you ignore the effects of difficult terrain. When you fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to succeed. Hellcrawler. Teleport to an area and deal 2 to 16 fire damage when you land. Whoa! No ore takes better to being forged than the infernal iron of Avernus, where the Archdevil Zariel presides. We actually have the full set of Helldusk now. Karlach's got the gloves, and Minsk has the armor. The boots are now in our possession, and we've got the helmet here too. We're not going to have... Having Karlach in the Mighty Cloth is just a no-brainer, considering that it's barbarian, but very cool. We have the Accelerated Grand Design. The key points, as top leaders in the Bainite hierarchy, to effectively implement what the Mad Alhu, known as Blue Apex, named the Accelerated Grand Design, it's important that you understand its broad outlines. Don't worry about the details, leave those to me. The central element of this plan is that our dominated Elder Brain lays elithid tadpoles that induce a state of suspended ceremorphosis, in which the host does not transform into a mind flare. Instead, the tadpole becomes psychic minions of the hive mind of the Elder Brain, which they perceive as a goddess, a deity of conquest called the Absolute. This Absolute, however, obeys the commands of the Chosen of the Dead Three, and needless to say, as Bane is the god of tyranny, our allies who worship Baal and Merkel must, in the end, defer to us. Very cool. There it is. I love that he's got his full grand little room of everything, right? And then at the end of it all, he's got his little single bed in the corner, which is so fun.
That's curious.
Oh, that's actually... okay. Ooh, a little safe. With here, another key. An elixir of health. Cure any disease and removes blinded, paralyzed, and poison conditions. Nice. And Shield Steward interrogation log, scroll or letter. Transcript of key passage in the interrogation of Flovis Noog, steward of the Knights of the Shield Hall. When did you begin to suspect that Duke Stelmane was not herself? I cleared her dinner dishes after a meal of mutton pie, but when I got the dish up to the kitchen, the mutton was brains? Brains? And not sheep brains neither, so I started poking around. In the Elfsong cellar? In the Knight's secret chambers, yes. And I found a cell with a body in it, a corpse in the city prison stripes. A dead state prisoner. If I tell you about this, you're going to let me go, right? Right? It was a condemned criminal with the top of their head shattered and the brain mostly gone. In Stelmane's rooms. The secret part, yes, that's where she found me. She what? Found me. It found me. At first I thought she was blue and floating, but then it was just Stelmane. She smiled. I don't remember anything after that. Wow. I'm going to recontextualize this now, because we've read this before. We've read this interrogation log in a previous location. But the Emperor was also posing as Stelmane. Because he was like, I didn't remember anything after that, but the Emperor came out and then was like, whoop, I'm Stelmane. And then wiped his little memory. So that was the information that led them into that. Because, yes. Servitor of the Black Hand Gloves. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1-4 force damage. So this is just like Gortash's ones, but then it comes with fear instead of command. Covetous of Mistress Commander the Weave, Bane the Black Hand extends his grasp, each finger comprised of 10,000 fanatics, adjuncts of his evil will. Alright. I love that we're not allowed to use a mirror.
Still me. Even after everything.
What a room for reading in. I'll tell you that much. We had a big old read in here. And we've had a big old read in here too. So that's it. Let me get out of here. Let's head back to the camp. And I don't know if there's anything for us in regards to more companion dialogue.
The cub speaks.
Minsk got a little bonus piece of dialogue, I think.
Ready and waiting.
For what?
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
I always wonder if he's going to say anything new about things that take place. But I reckon that's another long rest that we've earned. Wonderful. It is the dawn of a new day. We have rested. We have returned to our original sizes. And in our journal, there is Confronting the Elder Brain and Freeing Orpheus. Will they come into play at the same time? Have I missed an opportunity to go into the prism and free Orpheus? I'd really like to, but it seems that is going to be a problem, but we will find out. Thank you so very much for joining me today for this episode of Baldur's Gate 3, and I will see you next time for what could realistically be a finale. I just want to say it's been one hell of a journey, and thank you to those of you that have joined and watched this far to see all of this take place, because it's been something truly, truly special. I'm anxious for it to end. I'm hesitant to get there. I have a fear of the end in the same way that Karlach has right now, but we're going to embrace it and we're going to face it together. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.